Hey, babe, you want to ride the Rancor? Oh, yeah, you do. You will let me buy you a drink. You will not say no. You want to come back to my shuttle with me. The force is strong with me, yeah? Strong like a bull. A bull. The force. I'll stormtroop your fortress. Ayo! What do you think, huh? You got any Jedi in you? You want some? Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh, you don't want to walk away. Oh, you don't want to give me the finger. Oh! Oh! You know what? This is your fault, aren't you? Huh? You didn't have to drive. I wouldn't bring you along.
Tattooed pinup goddess Missy Suicide, the founder of the Suicide Girls, is here with her pal B to make us all very, very sweaty. We'll try to keep hydrated. Plus, we take a Dance Dance Revolution game and equip it with the one thing that it's so desperately been missing. Let's just say we're going to find out how many gamers go commando. Then, we'll revisit master card stacker Brian Berg, who's finished his grand architectural achievements in our studio. And finally, we've got a live performance from Dishwalla because it's Friday and you need a little bit of rock in your life. So put a bra on your head and follow Laszlo down into the steam tunnels because it's time for Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
On the attack.
All right, it's Friday. Huh? Are we
Do we do that?
Do we do that?
Are we comfortable enough?
Do we do that?
Probably
Come on.
a little bit.
It's Friday.
Quick.
It's Friday. Whatever. All right. It is Friday.
Yes.
Lots of good things going on.
Uh-huh.
You all right?
Funny.
You said it's Friday like 12 times.
It's Friday. That's all that really matters. They're going to hang out for 45
Let's get
minutes.
started on the show. It's Friday, and happy Friday.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week
Yes.
and a very long day.
That's right.
But we're excited because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on the interweb of information
Oh, yeah,
and technology
definitely,
today.
definitely.
I'll start us off, shall
All
I?
right.
A couple in New Zealand have apparently sold their child for $30,000.
Really?
Yes. Now, if that wasn't interesting or bad enough, they did it so that he could buy some tech gadgets.
Fair enough.
So they put up a site listing said gadgets, a nice G4 PowerBook, there's good, a Mac Mini, an Alienware PC, a PSP, or a Nintendo DS. He doesn't care either way. You just sell a baby, and you got some
makes
tech
sense.
goodness.
Can you do that in New Zealand? 30K, just boom.
I don't know if you can sell a baby, let alone spend $30K on a
Well,
PSP.
I guess you could though. There's not really anything wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Good
it
tech
doesn't
stuff,
matter.
PowerBook.
Turns out, believe it or not, as interesting as that was,
Yeah.
fake.
April Fool's joke.
April Fools. The one
Gets
day,
us every time.
the one day the internet is actually entirely useless.
It's funny. I go to all my favorite sites this morning, and it was just like all this exciting news. It was all fake.
Like, especially like geek and tech sites,
Yeah.
they really get off on today.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about, they're not going to see this one coming.
Yeah.
No.
I know. Speaking of, we said
Everybody
hi to
does it.
Sarah today. Do you
We
have
did say hi to
anything
Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah was mean to us right off the bat
I
today.
know.
So.
I wasn't mean. I was just saying like there was some sort of a Friday obsession. I actually am really glad it's Friday.
Yeah?
It's great. We're having a party after the show.
We're having a party.
Yeah.
All
It'll
right,
be good times.
moving on. Speaking about some of the gags for the gullible, thinkgeek.com, of course, the big jokesters. They
Is that
actually
what they're known for?
I don't know. I don't know if they are not.
Ooh.
They actually
You took my crazy hands. What are you doing?
That you do that a
I
lot,
do that a
don't
lot.
you? I'm
It's
copying
all right.
you now.
Take
This
it.
is
It's
pretty
fine.
sad. They have
You learn
a
from the
new
best.
device, the iCopulate. Check this out.
Yeah, what was-
It's so that two iPods can kind of dock together and transfer data.
You know, iCopulate doesn't roll off the tongue like
No.
many other Mac products. I have a feeling this one might be fake as
It
well.
looks like
Kevin.
ribbed, too. It has like little...
Well, it's for the MP3's pleasure. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
there we go.
You don't want a raw transfer. You got to ease it in there. Anyway, I actually would like to see something like this exist.
There is actually something like this. No, we're not making that up. Next week, we're going to show you something along those lines on how to transfer data from pod to pod.
Is it a product?
It doesn't look, it's not ribbed, but
Oh.
it works.
Can we get it ribbed? Can we make that
We could
happen?
probably do that. We
Okay.
could probably do a mod.
Good, let's do
If you
it.
really want it ribbed.
I'm not paying attention unless it's for her pleasure. Now, Slashdot. Now, we're
Yes.
talking about geek sites being all over the April
This is
Fools.
one of the biggest
Slashdot
geek
is,
sites.
of course,
Yes.
it is. I don't know how I was doing the Geek Temple or something, but anyway, it really is the geekiest of all geek sites, and they are reporting apparently now that Linux has taken a bold new step in order to get more publicity.
Really?
Yes.
They had the Penguin. I like the Penguin.
The Penguin's good, but apparently it's not an eye-grabbing enough. It's
Not
not getting the
sexy
headlines.
enough?
No, Tux. Not so much.
Right.
They're going with Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. They claim that the length of her legs was a huge factor in the decision.
I guess Linus is a fan.
Who isn't? There you go. You can go to linux.slashdot.org and read the article. It's actually kind of funny.
Nice.
Talks about her endorsing the open source.
Very cool. Now,
Insert joke there. No, all right, never mind.
there. NASA has released brand new pictures of water on Mars.
This is huge.
This is news.
This is huge.
Here it is.
Are you ready for it? Because really, the discussion's over the moment we show it.
Go ahead. Let's
Here we
see
go,
it.
ladies and gentlemen.
Water on Mars.
Water on Mars.
Oh,
No,
there
those
it is.
NASA
They're
guys.
so funny.
Oh!
They've got the best gags.
You know, like some engineer spent 15 minutes on that.
This is funny. Check this out. Let's put this on NASA.gov.
Get the candy bar. I'll get the glass in the water. We'll make the joke.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's on a government website, though.
Yeah.
At least they can
Your
have fun
tax
with
dollars
it.
at work, folks.
That's right.
Finally, as you remember on Tuesday, this wasn't a gag, unfortunately. This was very real. We put a web server in a man's ass. Yeah, you were proud of that moment, weren't you?
Happened.
That's going on your reel.
I was here. No, that's not going on my reel.
You didn't even see it. You were covering your eyes like a little girl.
Oh, no.
Well, anyway, we did it, and we served up a webpage to youraskgotserved.com, and we asked people to submit comments. Now, people actually went, and they actually submitted comments.
Thousands
it was real,
upon thousands.
and it works. Yeah, several thousand.
Yes.
Well, we thought we'd take a look back and show some of your more astute entries.
Sick. Disgusting. That has to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. OMG, 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 WTF. Do you guys know when Day of Defeat Source is coming out? Hi, please talk about me on Attack of the Show for at least 5 seconds. My name's Alex. Attack of the Show just got done with, no, I'm not reading that. This would be more amazing if it didn't happen to me every day.
Ooh. A little more information.
There's
we
like
needed
4
from that guy.
paragraphs of information from that one guy.
Those were actual comments that were sent in by people who went to Your Ass Got Served live during the show.
And then there was like 5 or 6 copycats. Did you see that right afterwards? There was a bunch of different sites going up.
Was there?
You didn't see those?
No.
I'll
like
send
people
you
on the
links.
web copying it?
Yeah,
or?
they were trying to do it. Kids see that stuff and they do it right away.
We're trendsetters here, folks.
That's right.
we know what the next big fad's going to be.
Now, coming up a little bit later, a live performance by the band Dishwalla, and card stacker Brian Berg is going to unveil an amazing masterpiece that he built here on our set. And the Suicide Girls are here, but up next, Suicide Girls. If you take a look very closely at this fine engineered marvel of video game, you'll notice that it's got a hidden upskirt camera. Yes, Kevin. Find out about our devious plans all next.
Hey, everyone, it's Friday. And
That's right.
Oh, so you ready to do that?
Did that again.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You notice the Dance Dance revolution here?
Yes.
Yeah, most of you are probably familiar with the little Dance Dance game that revolutionized the arcade scene. Please feel free to demonstrate it.
No,
well, you should show. No, seriously.
I can't.
Step on it. Show people how it works in case they don't know. You don't have to actually play it. Just humor me.
I look like a...
Humor me.
Really?
Please.
No.
Yeah, come on. Just tap it with your foot, Kev. There you go. That's how the game is played.
There we go.
The arrows will light up. You'll play as they get towards the top of the screen. There you go. Simple, we get it.
I look terrible when I do this kind of thing. I cannot dance and this does not come off right.
Understandable. It's
All right.
fine. It's fine. It's no Linux. Now, the thing that's interesting is I was hanging out in New York. This is a true story. Couple sake bombs later, they had a DDR machine in front of us. I'm seeing girls in little skirts, and they're in high heels as well, trying to do the DDR, holding on to the skirts for dear life.
Little 14-year-olds just going at it.
No, they were at least 15.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, why hasn't some pervert installed a camera for upskirts? And then I realized...
He's like, I'm going to pitch this on the show.
I'm a huge pervert. Let's do it, right? No, seriously. This is something that could be happening.
That actually happened.
No, it really did. Yeah, no, I'm a huge pervert. No, we really decided to go ahead and install one of these things. But before we get to it, to show you how exactly it all works, I need to tell you something. Don't do this at home. Kevin, don't. Just don't. It might not even be legal in the state you live in, and you don't want any
If
trouble.
you happen to have one of these laying around at home,
don't do it. Don't go to your local arcade with a skill saw. And here we go. So, all right, let's talk with some of the tools of the trade here. I'll walk you through it. As you can see, we have the plate removed in the middle, we took some photos of the process. So there it is. The plate has been removed from a stand-up arcade. Then we drilled some holes. We used a drill for that. There's a hole being drilled.
With metal drill bits, actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Drilled right through it. The hole got a little bit larger, and once it was complete, then we went ahead and installed the lens. There you can see it. And we used, first I was thinking, let's go with like an X10 wireless camera or something like that so we can be far away in case the cops come. But we went ahead and went with the closed circuit camera, one very much like this that you see here.
Does it have macro mode?
No, it does not. It does not. But we were thinking about lights and this, that, the other, but we decided probably not a huge issue because the floorboard itself lights up when you're pressing on the arrows. Not bad, right?
So this is a pretty big hole, though. I mean, if I saw something like that and I saw a little lens.
Think about it. If you're in the arcade and you're thinking of the machine, you're worried about your dance steps and
I'm not
putting
too
in
worried
the
about
quarters.
the hole underneath.
You're not going to be looking for that, are you?
Fair enough.
Pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. So do we have? I think we have some image of the hidden camera. Yeah. We can see what it looks like. There it is. There's us. There's you looking down. Go ahead, step on it, Kev. Just step over it. There we go. Yeah,
that's.
Oh yeah. See, look at that. Not the desired effect.
Enough of that.
But it works. As you can see, it works quite nicely.
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
You don't want to go anywhere because this DDR machine, most importantly, we're getting it out of the studio and taking it to a local arcade.
Is that legal? Can we do that?
I don't know. We're going to do it anyways. We'll find out. It's Kevin Rose's idea, and we're going to check in later on and see what's happening with the machine.
That's right. Now, still ahead, expert card stacker Brian Berg is going to show you just what he's been up to for the last 2 days. And they're the girls your mama warned you about and your dad has pinned up in the garage. Missy and B are here from the Suicide Girls. But first, here's this week's EV10 Top 10 EV Game Top.
At number 10, Gran Turismo 4 lets you kick the tires, adjust the mirrors, crank up the easy listening station, and tear ass. In a good way. If the closest you get to boxing is frying burgers on your George Foreman grill, then whip yourself into fighting shape with Fight Night Round 2. It's our number 9. MVP Baseball 2005 coming in at number 8 may just be enough to restore your faith in the nation's pastime. If not, there's always booze. Number 7 is Narc, which is like Grand Theft Auto, except you can smoke weed. I mean, the game characters can smoke weed. Our number 6 game is Brothers in Arms, which lets you see firsthand what your grandfather's been bitching about all these years. Relive a time before Reloaded and Revolutions when The Matrix was actually cool. The Matrix Online plugs you in at number 5. At number 4, there's Time Splitters Future Perfect, which frankly is kind of a boastful title. How about Future Mediocre? At number 3, first there was Freddy vs. Jason, Alien vs. Predator, and now there's MX vs. ATV Unleashed. Dragon Ball Z Sagas gives you the chance to unlock all that crazy kung fu power you have stored in your giant spiky blonde hair. It's number 2 this week. And finally, when you're good, they call you a warrior, but when you're so incredibly badass that you make deities crap their pants, well, they call you the god of war. All right, if you like your pinup girls with a side of tattoos and piercings, well, then get ready to scrape your tongue off the floor. Please join me in welcoming Missy Suicide and B, the Suicide Girls. Ladies, how are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good.
Doing fantastic. Now, so tell me, what are the Suicide Girls all about?
The Suicide Girls is a punk rock pinup website and the community of adoring fans all over the world that love them.
Okay, now what separates us from any other website? What makes a Suicide Girl a Suicide Girl?
They're girls that live life by their own standards. They kind of take it into their own hands, and they are mostly tattooed and pierced. They have maybe
a sign that you're living your life on your own.
Yeah, they might have hair color that doesn't fall within the natural range.
Okay.
They're pierced tattooed. They
usually like really good music, are
yeah,
artistic
record
in some way
collection's
or
better.
another.
Was it you guys like the Linkin Park or the NSYNC or the what's a Suicide Girl? What's on your iPod? You know, what's on a Suicide Girl's iPod?
Well, I've got Bob Marley, The Doors,
Nice.
Bright Eyes, Chico Rose, let's see, Marilyn Manson even.
The
I mean,
Donnas,
yeah,
Louis
the
Okay,
XIV.
all right, definitely good taste.
Yeah.
So now, why did you actually start the Suicide Girls?
I started the site as a way to kind of celebrate the pierced and tattooed women that I knew, the girls that were so beautiful and weren't really represented anywhere in mainstream media. You know, you get these images of either like the Baywatch beauties
Right.
that are totally silicone enhanced and created, or you get like these super stick thin supermodels. And I was like, the women that I know are beautiful, they're amazing, and there's no real images of them anywhere. And so I wanted to take the classic pinup style poses and put the ladies that I knew in them, give them the same sort of respect.
Well, now, since you've started it, I mean, the site has really sort of caught on like wildfire. How big do you think the community has grown?
We get about 1 million unique visitors a week.
Wow. On time.
Half of which are female.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I got two 14-year-old boys visited my blog last week. I was very excited about that, but now I understand it pales in comparison. So, now when you
You
talk
should
about
have a journal on suicide girls. You
should.
get a lot more attention.
I'm afraid of
people.
tattoo parlors and piercings. Actually.
Well, we're not a tattoo parlor.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have what it takes to be a suicide. Is there a suicide guy? Are there suicide guys?
There's a group where boys can take photo sets
And put them up.
But it's more about
their
the
own
ladies.
thing.
Probably not the main draw of the site, I would assume. Yeah.
But it is fun.
Now, when we talk about the community, what other stuff is available on the site for people that visit, aside from the pinup photos?
There's interviews with everybody from, why am I blanking on this? Everybody from
Natalie Portman to like
Aronofsky
Billy Idol.
was on there as well recently, right?
Yeah, Darren Aronofsky went up today, in fact, and it was the first interview that he
Bill
did
Murray.
for his new movie.
You say went up. Are you talking about to the Suicide Girl home, to the house, or where does he?
No, his article.
The article went up.
Was
Gotcha.
live on the site.
Is there a home base for Suicide Girls though, or?
There's HQ.
You have okay.
We have SGHQ.
Very nice. Walkie-talkies and ham radios and
Of course.
schematics of underground tunnels and stuff. Or?
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden cameras, and you have to talk and say secret words, and there's secret knocks and handshakes that you have to know to get in.
Now, you've broken off from the web now, and you're also doing something called Suicide Live, or Suicide Girls Live?
Yeah, it's kind of in the same way that the photos are an updated version of pinup photos, the Suicide Girls Live show is kind of an updated version of the classic burlesque. They do all sorts of crazy acts. There's a girl that does stuff with a hula hoop that you can only dream of.
Ah, I've probably dreamt of it, actually, several times.
You're a big fan of the hula hoop?
Is it family friendly? I'm assuming it's not.
It's 18 plus.
Ah, darn. Okay, I'm 16. I get carded and they don't believe me. Now, finally, with the groups on your site, I was browsing it earlier today and just seeing that the amount of people on there is insane. There's even personals and like classifieds and things like that. I mean,
dating service even.
So what's next for the Suicide Girls? Where are you going to branch out next?
We're going to be putting out a DVD in the fall. We put out a book this past summer that just sold 50,000 copies.
Wow.
Very excited about that.
Yes.
We just put out a calendar. It's kind of classic Varga drawing meets anime, done by this guy Ryan Vernon. So they're like pinup drawings of the photos on the site.
Very nice.
They're very cool.
So lots of stuff in the future then.
Lots of stuff in the future. We're
Good to hear.
going to take over the planet.
Finally, real quick, what's the best part of being a suicide girl in your opinion?
Everyone loving you.
I thought that's what cable television was going to be. It's not. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Love the website. And
Thank you.
we look forward to the future. So, thank you. If you want to see more of the Suicide Girls, visit their site, suicidegirls.com. And don't forget to check out their new book. It's aptly named Suicide Girls, available on store shelves right now. So get to it now. Here's Kevin for the unveiling of card stacker Brian Berg's masterpiece.
That's right. We're actually next door to our other studio with card stacker Brian Berg. Welcome back, Brian.
Hey, it's good to be here.
So you've been working long hours. Any paper cuts yet?
No, I'm doing okay. I did hurt my finger on the concrete blocks yesterday.
That's right. We set up concrete blocks. We actually had, 4 concrete blocks?
I think we did 4, yeah.
Are you using like the same methods and what you did yesterday to create your creation today?
Yeah, essentially.
All right. So show me what you got here. What have you created?
Well, I've built a bit of the New York City skyline,
That's
so to
awesome.
say. Got the Empire State Building and my really bad excuse for the Madison Square Garden, even though Madison Square Garden's actually round.
That's pretty cool. Kind of all the aces up top here. That's awesome. So how long did this entire project take you?
Well, let's see. I've been here for a couple days, and I would say I've probably got about 12, 14 hours in it, maybe.
Wow. So this is pretty strong. Then you could actually put some weight.
I wouldn't actually.
You wouldn't
touch it, but yes, you could.
How much would something like this support? Like one of these, like the Empire State Building right
Well,
here?
I wouldn't want to put a concrete block on top of that one by any means, but you could probably build that building about twice as high as it is at least.
And how many cards how many decks of cards did you go through?
About 190 decks, I suppose.
190 decks.
Which is about 30 pounds of cards.
Wow.
Roughly speaking.
That's awesome.
So.
There's
It's very funny.
It's King Kong. He doesn't like buildings. Stay back. He's got a leaf blower. No! Here he goes. Here he goes. Somebody take him out. Oh, he came unplugged. He's having technical difficulties. Oh, boy. Oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, there's one left. There's one left. Get that one, too. Go ahead, take that one. Oh. Oh, that has to hurt. Oh. I'm sorry, Brian. Sorry that he sneaks in here from time to time. He's rubbing the cards on his nipples now. This is not cool. Oh, wait a second. Hey, it's Kevin Pereira. That was awesome, dude. That was awesome. Sorry, that was. Sorry about that, Brian. Be sure to check out cardstacker.com to learn more about Brian and his creations. Kevin, he's still rubbing them on his nipples. Now, there's more Attack of the Show underway. Later, a special live performance from the band Dishwalla, and up next, we're going to show you a free racing game so fun, you'll actually enjoy playing it with the arrow keys. Yeah! No, seriously, that was a good job, dude.
Yeah. They did pretty well even without electricity.
Welcome back to the show. Soon I'm going to show you the ins and outs of building your very own high-def PVR.
Whoa!
Yeah. Ooh. And today's Boost Mobile Live Music Friday guest is Dishwalla. They'll be performing a song off their brand new self-titled album, so stick around for that.
What's the name of the album?
Self-titled.
Is it self-titled?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Our TDR machine is in place at the arcade. Remember, we said we were going to do this.
That's
we weren't kidding. And we've got a live shot of it right now. Let's see what's going on.
Let's see how it's going.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Dancing at the arcade.
Giant humans behind her.
Apparently.
This is craziness.
I didn't know we nerfed the machine. I didn't know we miniaturized it.
Are you recording this?
I don't know. Is our cam even working? Is our camera working?
There's
Apparently it is, yes.
Whoa.
Voyeurs of the world, unite.
Wow.
How brilliant. I don't know. It's kind of creepy.
Oh,
Whoa.
the green screen.
Whoa, what happened?
Whoa, wait a second. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, the arcade's back.
Wow.
Hold on. Man, arcades are getting pretty high-tech.
Yeah, they are.
It's a virtual arcade, apparently.
I want to see more of those giant humans in the background.
Watch out! Oh, there you go.
We just
well, you can't really take the machine to an arcade, dude. I mean, you can't.
We paid her.
Yeah, we
to
did.
Do that, actually.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. Do you remember that 1990s DOS racing game? It was by Sphere Inc.
Stunt Driver.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I'm serious. I love Stunt Driver. That was a great game. People know what I'm talking about. You remember that game?
You're such a gamer,
Got
dude.
the loops.
You're such a gamer.
I still play Stunt Driver.
Right.
That's how.
It was good.
Yeah,
You're right. The loops, you could get massive air. There were loop-de-loops. You could fly off corkscrew jumps. Good times. Good times. Well, there just happens to be some tread left on the arcade racing genre, which is why I'm proud to give you today's free play. You excited, K-Rose?
Yes, I am.
All right, good. The game in question is Trackmania Sunrise. Now, it's a PC game. So there you go, console gamers. Sorry to hear.
Personal computers.
Yes, home computers. IBM compatible. No, it's a sequel to Trackmania, which if you played the first Trackmania, you know it's all about intense speed and really just insane courses. But you'll notice right away the game is gorgeous. Like updated graphics that will task pretty much any graphics card out there.
Okay.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, it does.
You ready to go? It's more than just straight-ahead racing, though, Kevin.
Really?
There's more.
Tell me more.
Look, see this right here? This is one of the platforming challenges. So these aren't timed courses, but they give you little things where you got to catch air or go off loop-de-loops or make large jumps. So here's one there. Look at that.
One thing it has to have. Can you build your own tracks?
Can you hold on and I can get there?
Sorry,
Come on
that's
now.
what I liked about Stunt Driver.
We're stretching. Hold on. All right. You know what? Forget it. We'll move on. There are challenges and there's all sorts of cool stuff there. But as Kevin Rose wanted and couldn't wait for like an impatient child,
you can build your own tracks.
You can build your own tracks. I was just waiting for you to say it. Here it is.
What are you going to talk about?
Yeah, so there is a track builder. You can do that just fine. And there's also multiplayer.
Multiplayer?
Yeah, so here it is. Not only do you build your own track, but you can take it online. So here's a little bit of the online. And let me tell you, like, this is a great experience online.
This is freaking cool.
It's worldwide, so you can literally play in any lobby from Europe to Asia to Japan, you name it. And you can play your custom courses online as well. And it uses a peer-to-peer system so that course downloads happen really quick. It's very smooth, it's very awesome, and most importantly, it's free.
Completely free?
Well, no, the demo is.
Okay.
Trackmania Sunrise, it's endless fun, even if you're not a huge fan of racing games, so take the free demo for a spin this weekend.
What do you get the full-blown version?
You can get it on their website.
Extra tracks and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I think it's a more robust track editor as well.
Oh, nice.
It's worth registering. It's a great game.
Cool. And now, get ready for our individually wrapped slices of news in The Feed.
Hello, everyone, and now for the news. With a couple $1 billion worth of Spider-Man money burning a hole in their pockets, Sony announced that they want to pioneer digital film sales by creating an iTunes for movies. Sony aspires to set a business and distribution model for the whole industry, much like Steve Jobs did for digital music. To that end, they plan to digitize 500 of their top movies. This, of course, will probably include the Spider-Man movies and Triple X, Charlie's Angels, but probably not Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain. Come on, where's the Hulk Hogan love? Now, we sense a great disturbance in the Force, as if a million voices suddenly cried out in terror and said, "George Lucas, please get some help." Well, he seems to have listened. J.W. Rizzler, the author behind the scenes book, The Making of Revenge of the Sith, revealed that Steven Spielberg actually lent a hand in the production. Lucas gave Spielberg a chance to mess around with some of the sequences at an early stage, including the much-anticipated Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker lightsaber duel. The last time these two teamed up, the result was Indiana Jones. The last time Lucas went it alone, the results were episode 1 and 2. You do the math. Just weighing the options. Now, who's a big boy? Who's a big boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. But our little Gmail is celebrating its first birthday today by offering some brand new features, which is cool. But if one of those features isn't ice cream cake, I'm going to be really disappointed. Gmail is giving everyone 1 additional gigabyte of storage for free. Really. No purchase necessary. No mail-in coupons. No scratch-off playing cards. They're also offering rich text formatting, so you can now make all your emails all nice and pretty and pink with flowers and kitties and all sorts of good stuff. So cute when they're that age, isn't it? Enjoy it now, because once Gmail turns 13, it's going to be a nightmare. And finally, if there's a lesson to be learned from the PSP launch, it's don't believe the hype. And yes, that's actually my second Flavor Flav reference in many months. If I'm too down for you guys, if I'm too cool and hip, just go watch the nightly news. Biatch. But seriously, technical analyst PJ McNeely says that sales of the PSP were, quote, solid but not spectacular. Roughly 475,000 units have been sold to date, with an estimated 250,000 still in the channel. By comparison now, the Nintendo DS sold around 500,000 units during the 1-week period after its launch. But experts point out that this was during the holiday season when everyone is drunk. And that's the feed. Get the hell out of here.
Now, about the PSP units, is that because there is no... I haven't seen one that personally I feel is like the killer game for the PSP.
Yeah, killer apps. No, you know, all the apps are actually pretty solid. They launched with a good launch title window, but... you know, the DS didn't really have a killer app when it launched, and it sold through the roof. I think it has more to do with the price point, and I would say a lack of advertising. I've only now seeing television advertisements for it and the billboard ads and whatnot.
For some of the PSPs.
Yeah, and plus the price point, you
right.
know, $250.
Little kids can't afford that. That's not a good birthday gift.
Right, and parents don't want to buy that for their kids.
Right.
So yes, they were aiming it like to adults and like this iPod older generation, but
Nintendo's is what, $150, right?
Nintendo's is, yeah, $150.
That's
so
pretty good.
I bet the price will drop sooner or later, and then they'll sell out like crazy. But for right now, there's plenty left in like Targets and Walmarts and all that.
Price drop by Christmas, you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. They have to compete with Nintendo.
Nice.
They have to. All right. That's going to do it. Now, the band Dishwalla is here to play a song off their self-titled new album. But first, we'll show you how easy it is to build your own high-def PVR. So chuck that TiVo in the trash. Really?
Yeah.
All right. Now, listen to these commercials and obey.
The feed is brought to you by Progressive. Think easier, think Progressive.
All right, I'm feeling saucy. Let's go back and check in on that DDR machine, shall we?
What's going on?
What's cracking over there? Whoa.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, what is that? I don't know if I...
That's the next...
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Who is that?
Wow. Well, I guess...
Is that a chick?
I don't think it is, but I don't think... Yeah. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
I guess so. The problem with the old upskirt cam is that you don't exactly have crowd control.
You have no idea
at your
who's going to
local
get on there.
arcade. Wow.
Wow, that's kind of hot in a way, though.
A little bit.
Something
A little
about
bit. We
that.
should start a website. No?
No.
Put some Google ads on it.
No.
Get
Now,
some clicks.
let's move on. It's time for another one of my patented dark tips.
Really?
Well, patent pending.
Oh.
But still. All right, if you're tired of paying TiVo's monthly service fee and you're looking to record content like HD content, then look no further, my friends. I've got a couple solutions for you. First is the Windows-based solution. It's the ATI HD TV Wonder. It's this card right here. It's going to run you about $149, but it's pretty nice because it gives you everything that you need to know, you need to have to capture HD content over the air. You get this antenna right here.
Oh, this comes with it?
Yeah, you get the nice little antenna that you hook up to the card. Then you get a remote control so you can control everything. You can pause live TV, whatever you want to do. It's basically an all-in-one solution that runs under Windows. Oh,
it's an all-in-wonder.
Yeah, that's right. Also, you get a nice little video out on the back here so that you can hook it up to your TV if you want to.
But no component?
No component, but S-video and standard RCA.
But it's HD.
Yes, I know, Kevin. You can watch it on your monitor.
No DVI out either?
No DVI out.
Okay, sorry.
Well, you have DVI out of your video card if you really want to go in the back.
Fair enough.
Now, if you want to get a little more hardcore, that's when we talk about Myth TV. You like Linux?
I love the Linux.
You love the Linux.
the Paris Hilton.
We're talking about the HD TV. It's the HD 3000, or I'm sorry, PC HD TV.
Okay.
It's the HD 3000. It's this card right here. It's actually running right now.
Oh, touch it.
No, I'm not going to touch it while it's running.
Right,
this is the card. That is a Linux-only video capture card. It's going to run you about $169.
That's pretty niche to go Linux-only with a product, right?
It is, but it works very well. Here it is running right here. We actually have it up on the screen. This is Myth TV running. You can watch your videos,
looks nice.
watch your recordings. Yeah, it's really nice. Listen to music. You can even play games. It has a MAME emulator on here.
Did you say games?
That's right, Kevin.
Oh, I'm in a froth of excitement
You're
now.
stoked now. Manage your recordings, pause live TV. It has your all different types of setup, different capturing options, MPEG 2, MPEG 4. It's pretty easy to set up, especially when you use NOP Myth TV. It's really easy to install. You don't have to know that much about Linux.
But it's not going to be stable if it's running on Linux, right?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh,
You
man.
joker.
Cue the emails again.
That's right. So those are two really good solutions if you want to have HD content on your PC and capture it.
Is there one that you recommend more than the other?
You know, it depends on whether you're a Linux fan. If you have a dedicated box to go Linux, then I would say go that route.
Well, let's say you've never used Linux. I mean, a dual boot isn't an option for something like this, right?
No, you want to have it dedicated as kind of a media center PC. So, but you can still do it if you haven't used Linux because it's really easy to set up. But if you have a Windows box that you want to use for gaming and other things, that's when you go the ATI route because it runs right inside of Windows.
Very nice.
Now, to get the links for these products, visit our show notes. We have all the product links there.
Very nice. Now, listen up, people. Right after the break, we've got a very, very special performance live. It's the band Dishwalla, so stay tuned in HD.
Monday's Attack of the Show, and we're not exaggerating, is the greatest thing ever to happen to mankind. Kevin Pereira's got a first look at the brand new game SWAT 4 in his first 50. And we're going to suck on the eye candy of video DJ Azariah. All that plus this year's Winter Music Conference, gems of the internet, and some dark deals. Don't miss it. And now, Attack of the Show is very proud to present Dishwalla!
Soul. much harder. 40 stories high is such a long way down. So much you say, and deep like the cold. The sun will come, it warms your soul. It's fast as light, the speed of sound. One life allowed, one life allowed, one life for love. One life for love.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Great job. Be sure to check out Dishwalla's new self-titled album, Dishwalla, available in stores now, and you can also visit their website at none other than dishwalla.com. Now, up next, we'll check in on what the chat room's been up to. But first, let's hear it one more time for Dishwalla.
When I came here, there was more. Now I've come back to destroy, and I've got nothing left. And it's a shame what we become when we hurt the ones we love. It's a place I cannot go anymore. When we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break and change. And as we push and we shove and we hurt the ones we love, it's a mistake. When we collide, the concrete crashing down, and the fight lost won. It's about, I can tell that you left. It's a shame what we become when we hurt the ones we love. It's a place I cannot go. When we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break in two. And as we push and we shove and we hurt the ones we love, it's a mistake. When we collide, it's a mistake. When we collide. And it's a mistake. When we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break in two. And as we push and we shove and we hurt the ones we love,
we see what our chat room's been up to, shall we?
Sounds good.
You ready for some chatting? Okay, first question from Zero Souls. He or she wants to know if you guys think the PS3 is going to be better than the Xbox 3.
Oh, well, it'll be better than the Xbox. No, it won't. It won't. No. Xbox 2 is the next one that's coming out. It's supposedly Xbox 360.
Right.
And there's no way of really knowing. Theoretically, yes, it should be better. It's coming out a year later, and so it should have a technological edge. But
well, they say they haven't made any firm announcements on the hardware, though,
no,
right?
There's
nothing yet.
You got to wait till E3 to really figure out what's going on with these machines.
Just all rumors as of right now.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Sounds good.
Okay, next one from Blackened. Blackened wants to know what's the best kind of laptop he can buy. Kevin, Dell XPS next week, Voodoo, and Alienware.
Yes. That's saying that the Dell XPS is the one that we're showing off next week.
Oh, that's a super small...
She's reading from... she's not reading from the chat room. No, we're showing off the Dell XPS next week.
Ad-lib.
And the Voodoo and the Alienware are my two favorites.
I thought Blackened was sending you a secret message or something.
No.
Kevin,
we're showing that off next
Dell
week.
XPS. Okay, sorry.
Fair enough.
We actually have the websites pulled up. Voodoo has some really nice ones. They always get like the high-end graphic chips in there before anybody else does.
Right.
You know,
the mobile graphic chips,
The mobile
right?
graphics chips, yeah. You know, have you seen the interchangeable ones now that you can upgrade them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
But aren't they like
always
super expensive?
Yeah, they're very expensive. That's the only thing. When you're going to be buying one of these laptops, you have to take into consideration that 6 months down the road, when you want to get the latest and greatest game, you're going to have one of these graphics cards. You either have to upgrade it or you won't be able to upgrade it, and then you're kind of stuck. So many kids want to be able to take it on the go, but your best bet is normally just one of those little mini PCs to carry around with you.
Really? A little shuttle box?
Yeah, a little shuttle box, because at least you can upgrade the hardware in those things, whereas a laptop, you're more tied to whatever you have, you know, whatever processor you have in there, or whatever is locked down when
so
you buy
So you pull
it.
that out on the plane and put it on the fold-down tray, and then get a little LCD monitor and game right there.
Get a little power inverter, and you're good to go.
Don't mind me,
You
stewardess.
could probably do that in first class, actually.
You can pull that off.
Will they let you do that?
I've never flown first class.
Have you? I haven't either.
I have. It's really fun.
Oh, good for you.
Okay. Real quick, Weezer says, does the card stacker use glue? No, clearly not.
He had a little bit, just to keep.
No,
Come on,
just kidding.
stop
I'm
it.
just
You did
kidding.
not.
No,
He gets pissed when you say stuff like that. He's like, I don't use glue.
Wow.
That's what he does.
Did he threaten you?
You seen him do it?
Guess what?
He was gonna cut
It's
mine.
time for Friday night to start.
That's right. That's
All
it for
right.
Attack of the Show. Thanks to our guests, the Suicide Girls card stacker, Brian Berg, no glue necessary, and Dishwalla. Now have a good weekend, because we'll be watching you.
Welcome to the Whip Set, the only hour of TV bringing you the cars you want and the girls you can't have. First up, Formula D, drifting, raw and uncut. Then Street Fury, custom kits, heavy horsepower, and oh yeah, ladies. The Whip Set, premiering April 10th, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.